Okay, ngayon naman guys is we're going to talk about this one. Okay, this item right here. So, tinitingnan kong mabuti kung saan possibly tayo nagkamali during the exam. Okay? But again, siguro is isa rin. Okay? So, baka hindi tayo talaga nagkamali. Baka hindi lang natin talaga siya sinimulang isolve. So, yun ang pinaka-isa sa nakikita ko ulit na point. Okay? So, maybe yung iba napalabas ito. But for those na hindi, so makinig mabuti, okay? So ulitin natin again in order for us to analyze the problem, okay? Kailangan kasi is ma-identify natin anong principle ba yung kailangan nating i-apply doon sa may problem na isinosolve natin. Okay, so kung titingnan nyo mabuti, sinabi dyan, the whole truss is, in figure is acted upon by forces as shown. Kung titingnan nyo, ayan, baka nakakita na inclined forces. So, basically, tingin ko lang is after nyo makita na merong inclined forces, tinigilan na, in-skip na, okay? So, yun naman is, yun na, tingin ko lang. So, I don't know if ano ba yung nangyari during your solving, so bakit hindi siya napalabas. But, yun. So, simulan natin i-solve. So, what is the magnitude of the resultant of the forces acting on the truss? Okay? So, ano daw ba? What is the magnitude of the resultant of the forces acting on the truss? By this, okay? By this word, okay? Resultant. Okay? Kung titingnan mo yung word na resultant na yan, okay? Diyan pa lang, sinabi na kung ano ba kailangan mo. Basically, resultant. So, if nag-resort ka, okay, if nag-resort ka sa summation forces vertical is equals to 0, summation forces horizontal is equals to 0, summation moment is equals to 0, okay? Pagka dito ka agad nagsimula, okay, wala kang makukuha sagot dyan, okay? Kasi nga, kasi hindi naman yung pinapahanap sa'yo, okay? Ibig sabihin, ano yung kailangan mong gawin? If we're going to take the resultant, basically the resultant is the combined effect, okay? Ang resultant natin is represented by a single vector line representing ng combined effect ng mga external forces na yan. So basically, yun lang yun. Okay? Ngayon guys, kung titignan nyo mabuti, okay? Tingnan nyo mabuti, ang kailangan lang natin gawin is basically to determine the summation forces vertical, the summation forces horizontal, okay? The summation forces vertical and summation forces horizontal. Ito kasi resultant natin vertically and this will be our resultant horizontally. Okay? To get the magnitude of the resultant, we get the what? The RV square plus the RH square. At pag pinapahanap naman sa atin, ito yung angle na yan. Pag yung pinapahanap, basically, yung theta mo is equals to arctangent ng RV over RH. For resultant principle, ito lang naman yung kailangan nating na mga equations, okay? So, yan lang. Ibig sabihin, yan ka lang iikot, okay? Ngayon, siguro, yung isa, alam mo, okay, since na-identify mo na ganyan yung gagawin, ganito, ganyan, ang tendency kasi siguro is, nakakita ka ng inclined forces, okay? So, basically, parang nawalan ka na ng pag-asa, ganun. Hindi ko alam, baka nawalan ka na ng pag-asa kung paano ba isa-solve yung problem. Okay? Kung ganun, I think ang best way kasi guys is to identify if we're going to get the RV is syempre, kunin mo muna yung mga components ng mga inclined forces mo na to. Okay, paano yun? Di ba nga alam natin that the inclined forces is related yan, okay? Related yan dun sa mga angles natin. Ibig sabihin pala kapag ka nag-analyze tayo or identify tayo ng components, mahalaga yung angle. So, tama naman talaga na mahalaga yung angle. Okay? So, sige na nga, muna natin, i-rewrite muna natin, okay? Okay, sige, dito na lang. Okay. Tingnan nyo muna, paano ba natin ma-i-analyze yung angle dito? So, kung titingnan nyo mabuti, these are, okay, bakit ko sabihin this is a right, okay, this is a right triangle, okay? Kung titingnan mo, your right triangle have a height of 10 feet. Okay? And then this one naman, kung titingnan mo yan, ang height niyan will be from this one, okay, from this one to this one is 20 feet. Kung titingnan mo mabuti, if we're going to get the angle at this point, okay? If we're going to get the angle at this point, simply, ano kailangan mo? Simply, okay? Simply, for your theta is equals to arctangent ng ng opposite. Ang opposite mo, if this is your theta, ang opposite side mo is this one, 10 over 20. Okay? Therefore, makukuha mo, your theta is equal to 10 over 20. So, this is 26.57. So, this is 26.57 degrees. Okay, nipisan pa natin. Okay. So, this is what? This is 26.57 degrees. Okay? Ngayon, kung titingnan mo naman mabuti, okay, since nag-a-analyze nga tayo ng angles, this is 90. Wait lang. This is 90. Ay, wala. So, this is 90 degrees. Okay? From dun sa plane natin. Okay? Ngayon, yan ba yung gagamitin nating angle? Of course, hindi. If yun yung gagamitin nating angle, ang lalabas na component dyan is basically ganito lang. Okay? It's basically yung component natin pa ganyan. Okay? Bakit? So, basically, yan yung lalabas na component natin. Kasi nga, along this plane tayo nag-analyze. Okay? Eh, yan ba kailangan natin? Hindi. Ang kailangan natin is what? Ang kailangan natin is the component vertical, horizontal, along its plane. Okay? Along this plane. Okay? Kung ganun pala, ibig sabihin, ang angle na kailangan natin is and should be along the horizontal plane din. Kasi ang kailangan nating component is along straight, vertically, upward, at is along horizontal. Okay? Straight horizontal. Ibig sabihin pala, kailangan ng angle natin is with respect to the horizontal axis. Paano natin gagawin yon? So, pwede ba natin kunin? Okay, so didelete ko muna or ano ko muna yan. Pwede ba natin i-take ito? Okay, pwede ba ako mag-draw ng horizontal axis at this point? Ay, hindi ko na pwede. I'm sorry. So, pwede ba ako mag-draw ng horizontal axis at this point? Okay, and recalling the theorem or the concept of the corresponding angles, ganito yan guys. Ano ba yung sinatawag natin corresponding angles? At this is to recall lang for corresponding angles, okay. Ding angles, knowing na mayroon kang dalawang parallel lines, okay. These are your parallel lines, okay. And then, meron kang line intersecting both, okay. Titingnan mo mabuti, okay, this angle is equal to this angle. Tama? And this angle as well is equals to this angle. So, if in-name natin to as angle A, pwede na natin ito in-name as angle A and this also as angle A. Maliwanag? So, yun. This is just the recall para sa concept ng corresponding angles. Okay? So, hindi ko na alisin dyan. Sige, hayaan mo na. Hindi ko na alisin dyan. So, ngayon, kung titingnan nyo mabuti, by recalling, if this is our angle, okay, kung titingnan nyo yung sa may angle A na tinutukoy ko kanina dito, equal din siya dun sa may corresponding angle niya doon. So, ibig sabihin, pwede ko ba itong i-rewrite as theta 26.57 degrees as well. Kung ganun pala, if this is 26.57 degrees, knowing that this is 90 degrees, okay, ilan na lang kailangan natin para makuha natin yung angle na ito, again, ito yung angle na kailangan natin. Yung with respect to the horizontal axis. Para mapasingaw natin o mapalabas natin yung component na along vertical and along horizontal axis as well. Kung 90 degrees, pwede ko bang sabihin that this will be 90 degrees minus what? Minus 26.57 degrees. Okay? So, taking that, pwede ko ba siyang na-rewrite as 90 minus 26.57 equal to 63.43 degrees. Ibig sabihin, itong part na to, okay, this part right here is equal to 63.43 degrees. Kung titingnan nyo mabuti, the forces na to, and then itong nasa taas is equal lang naman. So, kung titingnan nyo, pag nag-draw ako dito ng line, this is equal to 63.43 degrees. So, same thing. Ayan. Okay. Okay. So, ayan yung magiging natin. Figure. Okay. So, na-identify na natin guys kung ano ba yung angle natin. Wala na tayong magiging problema. So, pwede na ba tayo mag-take ng summation forces? So, pwede na. Okay. Taking the summation. Ano unahin natin? Sige, favorite nyo ng lahat. Summation. Okay. Summation forces vertical. Okay, again, this is not equal to 0 kasi ang concept natin is all about the resultant lang. Okay, so summation forces vertical equals to RV natin. Therefore, RV is equal to lahat ng vertical muna, considering upward positive. So, minus 3,000 minus 2,000. Okay, minus 3,000, minus 2,000, minus 1,000. And then the vertical component ng dalawa na to. So, minus 2,000 sine of 63, okay, 63.43, okay, degrees, minus 2,000, isa pa, sine of 63.43 degrees. Kung titingnan nyo, bilangin natin yung force. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, kailangan 5 force yung mako-consider natin. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So, for RB, makukuha natin dyan is equal to, solve nyo, sa minus 3,000, minus 2,000, minus 1,000, minus 2,000 sine of 63.43. Actually, pwede mo ito i-multiply ng 2, but sige, sulat na natin. Minus 2,000 sine of 63.43 will get 9.5 or negative 9.5, negative 9.577, okay, 0.554 pounds, okay. So basically, ayan yung magiging RB natin. So highlight ko muna, okay, but this is not our final answer yet, okay. Yan yung magiging RB natin. Ngayon naman guys, how about the summation, how about the summation forces horizontal is equals to Rx naman, tama? Considering rightward positive. Okay, considering rightward positive. Pwede ko bang sabihin that Rx, okay, so sorry. Gawin nating RH, baka mali to. So, RH, okay? Masyadong inconsistent yung nagagamit natin. Anyway, RH. So, kung titingnan nyo mabuti, meron ba tayong other external horizontal component aside from this one, aside from the horizontal component of the two? So, wala. So, basically, ang RH natin is simply 2,000 cosine of 63.43 degrees plus 2,000 cosine ng 63.43 degrees. Teka lang. Mabalik pala tayo, bakit ba ako pa, or paano ko ba napagdesisyonan that ito yung magiging direction of force nila. Ang ino-note ko lang dito, okay? Establish coordinate axis on the tail, okay, of the force, okay. For example, this is your force, okay. Nag-establish ka ngayon ng coordinate axis, and then kapag nag-establish ka ng coordinate axis, malalaman mo saan siyang quadrant. If Q1 ka, meron kang positive na x and then positive na y. Kung titingnan mo, andito ka, therefore yung magiging fx mo is positive, okay. Yung fy mo is also positive. Kung titingnan niyo mabuti, okay, yung force natin doon, okay, this is only an example, okay. So yung 2,000, kung titingnan niyo mabuti, wait lang, ano ba? So kung titingnan niyo mabuti, okay, saan ba pwede ilagay? Sa taas na lang, okay, dito na lang. Lagyan natin sense, okay, lagyan natin ng sense. Ngayon, kung titingnan niyo mabuti, yung 2,000 pound natin is acting pa ganyan, di ba? 2,000 pounds. So, kapag nag-establish ka, teka lang, ayusin ko lang yung arrow, okay? So, kapag nag-establish ka ng coordinate axis mo, okay? Yan. So, kapag nag-establish ka ng coordinate axis, ang pangit, ulitin ko. Baka sabihin nyo hindi, may iPad na nga, hindi pa inaayos. Joke lang. So, for example, eto yung tail mo. Okay? Ibig sabihin, di ba sabi ko is mag-establish ka ng coordinate axis sa tail mo, okay? By the way guys, etong sinusulat ko na to para lang sa idea nyo. Ito yon yung 2,000 pound, okay? Ito yun, ito, this point. Okay? Now, kung titingnan nyo, nag-establish tayo ng coordinate axis dyan, consider mo yan as quadrant 4, di ba? Wherein yung x mo is positive and then yung y mo is negative. Okay? Kung titingnan nyo, yung mga nakuha natin kanina, yung ry natin is negative. Okay? Therefore, talagang pababa siya. Okay? Which is 9577.554 downward. Okay? And then, para naman dito, kasi hindi pa natin susolve, RH is equal to 2,000 cosine of 63.43 plus 2,000 cosine 63.43 din. Ano tayong 17, tama ba? 1789.16. So, 1789.16 pounds. So, highlight natin yan. So, kung titingnan mo, yung direction natin dyan is basically papunta dun. Diba? Ibig sabihin, na-satisfy ba natin yung sense nung force natin? So, basically, tama. So, hindi natin kailangan i-assume yun. Diba? So, this is downward. I don't know if yung word na rightward is nag-exist, but sige, lagyan na natin rightward. Okay. So, yun. So, ibig sabihin, nakakuha na tayo ng components. Nakakuha na tayo ng ng mga components natin. So, mabalik tayo guys. So, nire-write ko lang dito basically yung yung component natin for vertical and horizontal components nung horizontal and vertical component ng resultant natin. Okay, so hindi pa yun yung sagot guys. So, huwag yung pagka lumitaw yan guys at ayan, Diyos ko. Kung lumitaw pala yan, makikita nyo yan guys. So, what is the magnitude of the resultant of forces? Kung titingnan nyo lumitaw, excited ka, sige bilog. Okay, nakita mo rin 1789, sige ulit bilog ulit. Okay, pero yan na ba yung sagot kasi? Hindi, tingin ko ganun yung nangyari. Okay, okay pala desisyon. Okay, hindi porkit lumabas. Okay, hindi porkit lumabas yung mga naunang sagot nyo dun sa may choices, bibilugan nyo na agad. Okay, na akala mo yung tama yung pinaggagawa natin. So, hindi ganun guys. Okay, lagi dat kayo may trust issue. Okay, yun ang mahalaga ma-develop. Trust issue. Pagdating sa engineering, kapag may trust issue ka, mas okay. Kasi, Kasi, mas double check mo lagi kung tama pa ba pinaggagawa mo. O kung hindi ka pala, kung wala ka palang trust issue, naniwala ka agad na ito na yung nakuha mong sagot. So, mali na. Okay? Ibig sabihin, hindi pa yun yung kailangan nating sagot. The resultant is equal to the RV square plus RH square. Okay? Yan ang kailangan. Okay? So, by getting that, ang resultant natin is equal to, by the way guys, in-include ko tong sign na to kasi, bakit? Kung titingnan nyo yung for item number 22 natin, hinahanap is yung angle. Kapag kumukuha kayo guys ng angle, always include the sign of the component. Okay? Kasi nga, yun nga yung nag-establish yung direction kung nasa ang quadrant ba siya. Mamaya ipoprove natin yan. Anyway, so, if yung RV natin is equals to 9577, pwede ko ba siyang i-rewrite as 577.554 square, okay? Plus, kasi pag in-square mo na may negative, magiging positive pa rin naman yan. 1789.16 square. Taking that, ang resultant natin will be square root of negative 9577.554 square plus 1789.16 square. Kung yan, ano yun? Ano makuha na sagot? So, 9743. Okay, 9743.23 pounds. So, eto pala ngayon yung bibilugan mong sagot. Okay? Kung nagmamadali, kailangan magkaroon ka ng trust issue. Yun ang kailangan mong i-develop. So, kung bad thing yun para sa ibang mga bagay, dito sa engineering, hindi masamang magkaroon ng trust issue. Okay? So, ito yung magiging sagot natin for this item. Okay. So, ayan. Ngayon, guys, okay na. Ang hinahanap natin for item number 22 is simply the what? Simply the angle. So, ang theta angle natin is equal lang sa tangent ng arctangent ng RV over RH. So, ito medyo may idea naman ako dito. Arctangent ng again, include nyo yung negative sign. Negative 95 pangit, 9577.554, okay, over the 1789.16. Okay? Ang arctangent natin will be negative 9577.554 over 1789.16. May naglalato-lato pa. Uso pa ba yun? Ang ingin ng bata. Okay. Ang makukuha natin dyan ng theta is equal to negative 79.42 degrees. Okay? Kung titignan nyo, ayan na. What is the angle of the resultant measured clockwise from the base of the truss? Yung negative 78, paano ka bumilang ng angle of this is your coordinate plane, okay? Or coordinate axis. Okay. Ngayon guys, ang angle mo is bibilangin mo siya positive counterclockwise, okay? And then bibilangin mo siya negative pag clockwise. Since negative nakuha natin, paano mo siya bibilangin? From your positive x-axis, bibilang ka niya papunta dito. Okay, baguhin niya natin kulay para medyo magamit naman natin yung silbi na itong ano. So, ibig sabihin, from positive x-axis, iikot ka ng negative 79.42. Since negative nga, ibig sabihin, ang magiging bilang mo is clockwise. So, dito yan papunta. Okay? Ibig sabihin, yung angle mo mula doon papunta doon. Okay? So, ito ngayon yung magiging 79.42 degrees natin. Okay? Measured clockwise, sinabi na yun. No? Ibig sabihin, ganun, tama. Nakuha natin sagot. So, kung ganun pala, pwede ko na ito ulit i-highlight. Okay? Malapit na tayo mayari. And then, eto naman. Okay? So, yun. Okay na. So, guys, ang next naman na hinahanap sa atin is, for number 23, ang hinahanap sa atin is, what is the distance of the intersection of the resultant and the base of the truss measured from point A? Kung titignan nyo mabuti, okay? Ito lang, nire-write ko lang to. Knowing na yung vertical reaction natin is, okay, knowing that this is our resultant, again, yung RV natin is negative, meaning, pababa nga siya. Okay, so pag nire-write mo naman na siya, pwede mo na siyang i-write as 9577.554 downward. So pwede mo nang ganyan i-write and maalis na yung negative. Basta magnitude na lang siya. And for horizontal naman is 1789.96 to the right naman siya. Okay? Now, paano ba yan nag-act? So kung titingnan yung mabuti, the resultant force is the combined force of all the forces given in the system. At kung mapapansin nyo, na i-translate natin siya into one single component acting 79.42 from the positive x-axis measured clockwise. Kung titingnan nyo mabuti, okay, saan pa siya mag-a-act? Is it pa ganito? Okay, based dun sa may angle na nakuha natin, is it pa ganito ba? Okay, knowing na negative at mag-negative drx. Di ba hindi? Kasi ang kailangan natin masatisfy is what? At least nasa quadrant 4 siya. If you're going to take coordinate axis here, okay, sa tail niya, ang tendency niyan is nasa ang quadrant siya, nasa Q3 yan, pag ganyan. And then, by common sense na lang din, tingnan nyo mabuti. Diyan ba mag-a-act yung pinakamalakas na magnitude ng force natin, knowing na nasa kaliwa yung mga external forces? So, hindi. Syempre, dito yan, along horizontal, dito rin sa may part na yun yan, okay? So, pwede ko ba siyang i-write as ganito. Yung resultant natin is R is equals to, ang magnitude na resultant natin is 9,743.23 pounds. Okay? Ngayon guys, ano ba hinahanap? Ang sabi sa atin sa problem, okay? Ang sabi sa atin sa problem, what is the distance of the intersection of the resultant and the base of the truss? Ang base of the truss natin is this, okay, this lower chord, okay? So, top chord and then bottom chord. So, ito yung base na tinatawag sa atin. Saan daw, at point dito, saan daw siya nag-act? So, ito guys, is hindi yan accurate, okay? Assumption ko lang na ganyan itsura niya. Anyway, kung saan daw siya nag-act na dyan. Okay, so this, i-denote lang siguro natin as D, okay? So, basically, yung hinahanap sa atin. The intersection of the resultant and the base of the truss. So, yun, to continue, okay, di ba dati, kumukuha tayo ng location ng resultant natin, basically, RD is equals to moment about point of reference. Di ba sinabi na hanapin doon natin yung distance nung resultant natin or the distance of the intersection natin from point A. Therefore, ang reference natin dyan is point A. Okay. Point A. Okay, basically, yan yung point na kinoconsider natin. Okay, so kung ganun pala, so wait lang. So yan, kinapi ko lang muna dito sa new page natin. So, guys, ibig sabihin pala, if ganun yung gagawin natin, so therefore, kailangan muna natin kunin, okay? Lahat ng moment about point A. Ibig sabihin, ano ba yung mga moment effect na itong force ng 3,000 pound, 2,000 pound, 1,000 pound acting vertically straight, and yung etong 2,000, and then another 2,000 pound acting with an inclination of 90 degrees from the thrust. Okay. Now, kung titingnan natin if we're going to get the moment, syempre, 3,000 times the perpendicular distance 10, 2,000 times the perpendicular distance 20, and then 10,000 perpendicular distance of 30. Ito yung 10, 10, 10. So, ganun lang. Pero kasi, meron tayo ditong inclined force. Kung titingnan mo mabuti, okay? Kung titingnan natin mabuti, since this is perpendicular, okay, meaning ang napoform niyang ganyan is 90 degree angle na. Therefore, pwede ko bang sabihin na yung perpendicular distance ng force na yan is eto na. Okay? And again, for 2,000 pound, okay, pwede ko bang sabihin that eto na din yung perpendicular distance niya. Tama? So, kung ganun pala, kailangan ko lang malaman yung alin, etong distance na to. Okay? Since, kung mapapansin mo, this is right triangle, okay? And this is also a right triangle. Okay? Ibig sabihin pala, by Pythagorean theorem, assuming that this is 5 feet, okay? Since 10 feet, kalahati, 5 feet. Assuming that, i-denote natin as D, ito is D prime naman, okay? For D, pwede mo natin sabihin that it is also equal to the square root of A square plus B square, wherein D is equals to square root of 10 square plus 5 square. And D natin will be square root of 10 square plus 5 square is equal to 5 square root of 5 or simply 11.18. 11.18. Okay, kasi mapapansin mo, by ratio and proportion, guys, by ratio, sige, sulit ko muna. So, this is 11.18. So, by ratio and proportion, okay, by ratio and proportion, nag-increase to, yung triangle natin na to, nag-increase siya ng half, okay. Ibig sabihin, pagdating dito, i-multiply lang natin siya ng twice, okay. So, 11.18, this will be times 2, okay. This will be 22.36. So, sige, para sa mga nagugulumihanan, okay? So, ang D prime natin is also equal to square root of A square plus B square. However, ang A natin dito is etong base na to. Okay, itong base na yan, which is 20. So, 20 square, tapos magiging height natin is eto naman, which is 10, okay? So, magaling mo natin. So, 20 square plus 10 square. So, ang D prime natin, makukuha natin yan na 20 square plus 10 square. Ilan? So, yun yan. Same. 22.36 ano ba to? Feet. Okay. So, yan. So, feet. Now, so, alam na natin yung perpendicular distance. So, taking the moment at A, pwede na ba tayo mag-take ng moment sa A? So, pwede na. Moment at A. Okay. Pangit. So, moment at A. Okay. Considering sige, counterclockwise, clockwise positive na siya. Considering clockwise positive, okay. The moment at A is equal to 3,000 multiplied by 10, okay. Since clockwise to, di ba? Ang 10 na ito is, if we're going to get the moment about point A, ang magiging ikot na to is clockwise, tama? So, positive multiplied by perpendicular distance na 10. Okay, same goes with the 2,000. So, plus 2,000 multiply by ang perpendicular distance naman niya is etong buo na to. Okay, so kung ganun, And then, pababa pa rin siya, taking moment from here, perpendicular distance dito, iikot naman siya clockwise pa rin. So, yan. Plus 2,000 multiplied by 20. Same goes with the 1,000. So, 1,000 pound, okay, multiplied by, ito may perpendicular distance niya, okay, which is equal to 10 plus 10 plus 10 is equal to 30. And then, iikot siya as well for clockwise pa rin. So, plus MLS plus 1,000 multiplied by 30. Okay? Ngayon, dito naman tayo sa dalawa dito. So, given that this 2,000 right here, okay? Yung 2,000 dito, okay? And then 2,000 dito. Kung tinake mo yung moment yan about point A, given that meron kang perpendicular na distance na D and D prime. So, iikot pa rin siya from here na clockwise. Tama? Pag nag-take ka ng moment at A, iikot siya clockwise. So, plus ulit, 2,000. So, kukunin pa ba natin component yan? Hindi na, okay? Yung resultant force na nung moment na yung gagamitin natin. Okay, so 2,000 multiplied by 11.18 plus 2,000, okay, from point A, you measured 22.36. So, ang moment natin at A is equal to 3,010 plus 2,020 plus 1,030 plus 2,011.18 plus 2,027.36. We'll get 3,010 plus 2,000 divided by 20 plus 1,000 multiplied by 30 plus 2,000 multiplied by 11.18 and 22. Sorry, this is 22.36. Ang makukuha natin is equal to 167, okay, 8080 pound feet, okay? So guys, kung titingnan niyo mabuti, okay? sabi ni sir, gagamit tayo ng RD is equals to moment, okay? So ang R natin is equals to 9743.23D, okay? Is equal to, ang moment natin is 167,080. We'll get, yung D natin is 9743.23D equal to 167,080. Kapag ka nag-shift solve ka dyan, is lilitaw dyan is 17.15. However, tama ba ito? Kung titingnan mo mabuti, okay, nasa choices natin yung 17.15. However, kasi, hindi yan yung hinahanap natin. Yung 17.15 na yan is the perpendicular distance or the distance, okay, of the resultant along this point. Okay? Yan yung 17.15 na makukuha natin. So, therefore, mali yan. Okay? Kung may nagsagot at may napalabas to, mali yan. Okay? Kung titingnan nyo by principle of transmissibility, ang tendency na to, ang tendency na to, pwede mo bang i-translate into this one? Okay? This will be your RV and this will be your RX. At this point, di ba equal pa rin yan? This is also yours. 9743.23. At since ang hinahanap natin is the distance, okay, of from point A, okay, to the intersection natin, pwede ba natin sabihin that instead of using the resultant, pwede ba natin sabihin that RV D is equals to moment? So, let's try. Ano ba yung magnitude ng RV natin? By looking at our ang magnitude ng RV natin is 9577 or negative 9577. So, ang magnitude ng RV natin is RV is equal to negative 9577.554. Okay. 0.554. Simply, pwede natin siya i-write as 9577.554 downward. Okay? Downward. O, ibig sabihin, ayun nga, na-drawing naman natin that yung RV natin is downward. So, if we take the moment, okay, pwede ba nating sabihin na 9577.544D is equal to yung moment na nakuha natin, 167,080. So, calculating, we'll get Okay, 9577 x alpha equals to 167,080. Ship solve 17.45 feet. So ngayon, ito yung magiging final answer natin. Okay? So highlight natin. So yan nga yung magiging final answer natin. Okay.